President Donald Trump, meanwhile, began his first full week in the White House by sitting down with a group of business executives. The president said that his administration, in part, would be cutting regulations and taxes massively. He also repeated his pledge to implement a border tax for U.S. companies which move their manufacturing out of the U.S.
To know each other very well. We'll have these meetings whenever you need them, actually, but I would say every quarter, perhaps. You could say monthly, but then all of a sudden monthly becomes repetitive, as we know. It sounds good, but then you have to do it, and it's like, gets a little repetitive. But I would say probably on a quarterly basis. You are great people. You've done an amazing job, and the biggest in the world. And this is a worldwide meeting. And what we want to do is bring manufacturing back to our country. Now, what we're doing is we are going to be cutting taxes massively for both the middle class and for companies, and that's massively. We're trying to get it down to anywhere from 15 to 20%, and it's now 35%, but it's probably more 38% than it is 35, wouldn't you say? That's a big thing. A bigger thing, and that surprised me, is the fact that we're going to be cutting regulation massively. Now, we're going to have regulation, and it'll be just as strong and just as good and just as protective of the people as the regulation we have right now. The problem with the regulation that we have right now is that you can't do anything. I have people that tell me they have more people working on regulations than they have doing product, and it's out of control. My fellow Americans, this week our hearts are with the people of Louisiana and Mississippi. Families have lost their homes, businesses, and livelihoods after devastating tornadoes swept through many, many communities. My administration will make sure they have the support that they need and really desperately want. We're going to take care of them. It's remarkable to see Americans across the country come together to help families rebuild their lives. That is the beauty of the American spirit. There's nothing like it. There is a great spirit all over the country, and that spirit is what we will need to rebuild America, to, as I have said so often, make America great again. On Tuesday, I was pleased to host at the White House the CEO of Intel, who announced that Intel will invest $7 billion in a new manufacturing facility in Arizona, creating thousands of new American jobs. That's what we want, new American jobs and good jobs. Intel decided to move forward with this project because they know we are totally committed to lifting the regulatory and tax burdens that are hurting American innovation and companies. In fact, we're in the process right now of working on a major tax reform that will massively reduce taxes on our workers and businesses. We want to make it much easier to do business in America, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it also much harder for companies to leave. They're not just going to say bye-bye and fire everybody. There will be consequences. I want America to be the great jobs magnet of the world, but we can't do that if we don't stop the wasteful rules and excessive taxes that make it impossible for companies to compete. Every hour of every day, my administration is focused on creating jobs for our people, and I mean good jobs. More jobs, better jobs, higher paying jobs, that's our mission. This week I also met with sheriffs and police chiefs from across the country. I pledged to them that we would stand with the incredible men and women of law enforcement, and so too will our great new Attorney General, Jeff Sessions. My administration is committed to your security, which is why we will continue to fight to take all necessary and legal action to keep terrorists, radical and dangerous extremists from ever entering our country. We will not allow our generous system of immigration to be turned against us as a tool for terrorism and truly bad people. We must take firm steps today to ensure that we are safe tomorrow. We will defend our country, protect our Constitution, and deliver real prosperity for our people. God bless you. God bless America. Have a great week.